Hey, family, welcome to the Hub. Hey, family, what's up? It's Coach Cass. All right, so I had to talk to you just about some things that God is revealing to me. And I really wanted to talk about the unbusied life and following your calling, right? And it is so amazing that when we take the time, so here's something that I read the other day that I really just wanted to share with all of you, from Belgium to South Africa to France to the US to the Caribbean. Man, I am so proud of my listeners. And if you guys are not following me on Instagram, you should. Okay, so I want you to listen into this. It is not a guess that I'm Christian, right? And so I am in a couples Bible study, and I read this couple paragraphs, and it just said something to me. Okay, listen to this. So this is like the enemy speaking. Keep them busy, essentials of life, and invest unnumbered schemes to occupy their mind. Tempt them to spend, 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 then borrow, borrow, borrow. Convince them to work 6 or 7 days a week, 10 to 12 hours a day, so they can afford their lifestyles. Keep them from spending time with their spouse and children. As their children fragment, soon their homes will offer no escape from the pressures of work. Overstimulate their minds so that they cannot hear the still small voice. Entice them to keep the TV, computer, tablets, and smartphones and video games going constantly in their home. Pound their minds with social media and news 24 hours a day. Invade their driving moments with endless choices of music, sports, and talk radio. Flood their mailboxes and email with junk, sweepstakes, and every kind of newsletter and promotion. Even in their recreation, honey, let them be exhausted. Let them be excessive. Have them return from their holidays exhausted, disquieted, unprepared for the upcoming week. And when they gather for spiritual fellowship, involve them in gossip and small talk so they leave with souls unfulfilled. Let them be involved in evangelism, but crowd their lives with so many good causes that they have no time to seek power from Christ. Soon they will be working in their own strength, sacrificing their health and family unity for the good of the cause. Are you over busy? Where is the stillness in your life? I went to an event this past weekend that was all around taking care of your soul and what drains you and what brings you life. What drains you and what brings you life. And it was just so beautiful. Okay, guys, so beautiful to take a moment to really assess what brings me life. This podcast brings me life. My coaching clients with the Real Love Network brings me life. Really being able to do what God has called me to do. And so now I am really on this mission around being unbusied. What does an unbusied life look like, right? For you as a professional woman, are you always just going, going, going? Are you always on the go? Is it always something else? One thing after the next thing, and your phone is always ringing, your emails always pinging, your Instagram always chiming. When do you take a moment for you? So I just invite every single person that's watching this to start saying, what is going on with my life? Am I living the life that God has purposed me to live? And what does that look like? What does that look like? So I want you to start to take in, all right, God, What do you want for me? And I'll tell you that even in today, I read a devotion with my daughter in VeggieTales, and a VeggieTales devotion. And even in that VeggieTales devotion, it talks about paying attention to your gifts and what you're good at and using it for God. I remember when I used to attend Antioch Missionary Baptist Church, right? And as you see, I'm pretty good at on camera. I speak, this is what I do. And then I also love dancing. So I said, okay, if I am going to do this recreationally, I'm also going to do this for God. And so I would do the announcements that would go over to 2,000 people every Sunday, right? And then I would also be in the dance ministry. So that was my way of saying, you know what, God, I'm going to give my gifts to you. So that was just one simple way. So, my question right now during the pandemic, let me just tell you what my family. My family has gotten into in this pandemic. We have a couples Bible study every other Monday, right? Via Zoom, right? So everything's via Zoom church, right? So every other Monday we have our couples Bible study. My daughter, who's 4 years old, in March started her own little kids Bible study. So every week since March, she has not missed a week since March. This child is the most consistent person I know, and she's 4, right? So even the adults, we are raggedy and will cancel. No, baby. 4. She is 4 years old, and she has had a little kids Bible study every single week. And in that Bible study, what happens is she chooses the songs, she chooses the lesson, she chooses the coloring sheet, and she leads the Bible study. All right, guys, welcome to Little Kids Bible Study. What are you grateful for? If you follow me on Instagram, you see all of this, but it's just like, yeah. And then I have a women's Bible study every Tuesday, and we've been doing this for 2 years now, every Tuesday on Zoom. And then my husband has a men's Bible study on Wednesdays. Like crazy, right? But we're not flustered by it. We're not bothered by it. It gives us life. So I believe that an unbusied life is being able to do what you desire and what gives you life, right? So then you're unbusied because nothing about this is exasperating to me. Nothing about this is stressful. It's something I enjoy. It's a part of my calling. It gives me life, the unbusied life, because you get busy doing what you love, right? So unbusying yourself from all the drudgery. Are you operating in your calling? Are you operating in the space that you truly desire to make an impact in this world with? This past weekend, my mentor posed a question to me that I will pose to you. When you die and you look God in the face, and God says, look at all that I had for you. But instead of enjoying all of this, instead, you stayed with what was convenient and what was comfortable. So the question is, are you going to step into what God has called you to? Or are you just going to go with what's convenient and what's comfortable? It's time to step out of your comfort zone, stepping out of your comfort zone and stepping into your purpose, the unbusied life, enjoying the moments for what they are, making decisions based on your calling and your purpose and what you enjoy. And I know this podcast is mainly for professional single women. So even in choosing your mate, are they in line with the calling on your life? Do they bring you joy, or is it just comfortable? Okay. So I really want you to think about this and then send me a DM on Instagram. Really simple at Inspire Many, Many, Inspire Many. Do you like this concept of the unbusied life? I want to hear from you. I really want to go on this journey with you. of being unbusied, the unbusied life. Mm. In life, love, in all things. All right, y'all. That's it for this week. Thanks for tuning in. Tell a friend, share it on social media. Okay. Much love, many blessings.